It's become almost a cliche to note that the left has completely taken over some of the most powerful institutions in our country, not just the government, but the permanent bureaucracy, corporate America, big tech, the universities, schools, the culture. That's all true. And it's clear that this new generation of far-left activists isn't interested in compromise. They want to crush the other side. That's their twisted idea of unity and democracy. It's also deeply un-American, anti-American, actually. But what do we do about it? Do we allow this creeping totalitarianism to continue? Our next guest says absolutely not, and has written a powerful and important call to arms for conservatives to stand up and fight back. The author of the wonderful new book, Drawing Lines, our friend Kira Davis, joins us now. Kira, we talked about this on the Steve Hilton show. It is such an important message. Over to you.
Yeah, absolutely. I think there are a lot of conservatives like me. You know, I'm a parent. I've been looking at what's been pouring into our public schools. I mean, Steve, this past week, I found out that there are tampons in the boys' bathroom at my daughter's school. You know, these are ideas and concepts that have been creeping in, and we've sort of been pulling back from it because conservatives, I think, are really afraid of being called names. Sometimes we don't want to be uncomfortable. So I wrote this book to remind conservatives that the truth is rarely comfortable, and we have been watching ourselves get pushed back and back and back out of the culture for years and years. We thought it was going to be fine because, hey, we were just going to go mind our own business, raise our families, go to work, and come home and do it all again the next day. But while we were doing that, the progressive left has been moving into all the most influential cultural spaces. And I thought to myself, you know, I have had enough. At some point, the adults in the room need to be in charge. Conservatives, that's you. We think we can solve a lot of problems at the ballot box, but as we are finding out, not enough. That means we're going to have to get involved at every single level in every way possible.
So in Drawing Lines in your book, do you give people specific practical help for how to do this?
Yeah, absolutely. Because I know when I say that, people can go, okay, Carol, well, what does that mean? That's really vague, you know. Oh, go fight, go fight. Do you mean I should run for office? That's actually what I did. I ran for office this past fall. I ran for my school board. I didn't win. It was disappointing, but a lot of other parents did across the country. But I give practical advice for you. You don't have to run for office. Maybe you do something like you just volunteer in your kid's classroom, or maybe you sign up to be on a city council committee that's purely volunteer work. Maybe you join the PTA. I know a lot of people don't know this, but the PTA is one of the most leftward progressive institutions in American education. So you just signing up for your PTA and going to your meetings once a month could make all the difference. I ran into one lady who is a librarian at a public school in Oregon, and she said, you know, I can't change what books they put in this library, and they put some pretty filthy stuff in here. But what I am allowed to do is put my own books in the library. So what she does is she just goes and gets conservative books from around the country, and she puts them in her library, and then she hosts a discussion with students that want to do that. So it's little things like that right where you stand. And I outline all of the major cultural issues that conservatives need to be concerned about. And then I give you practical advice for how you go change those issues. But nothing is going to change if we're too afraid to get uncomfortable. It's time to get uncomfortable, everyone.
Brilliant. It's a really important message. It's actually profoundly conservative, actually, the idea of just getting involved at that very, very immediate grassroots level. Just remind us, Kira, the name of the book and where people can get hold of it.
Of course, the book is Drawing Lines, Why Conservatives Must Begin to Battle Fiercely in the Arena of Ideas. That's everywhere, y'all. All battlefronts. You can get that on Amazon.com, or if you don't want to go to the big box stores, go to faithfultext.com and order directly from there. Let's get in this game. We have no more yardage to give behind us. It's do or die time, I believe.
Fantastic. We love it. Thank you, Kira. Thanks for doing the book.
Steve.
Thanks for being with us tonight.